This is part 1 of the Judith Barsi case. Hello and welcome to the very first part of True Crime with Caleb Lane. I'm your host, Caleb Lane, and welcome. I want to start off this case this show, this series, this channel, this podcast, hopefully podcast, I'm not sure yet, with one of the cases that I feel is really, really personal to me. Not that I didn't know them personally, because they sadly passed before my time, but this is just a case that really, really has stuck out to me since I learned about it. Learned about it almost 3 years ago now is when I first heard of the story. And I don't even really remember how it happened. I don't remember how and when, and I know kind of when it happened, but I know when it happened, But without further ado, let's get straight into the case. Today, we are going to be talking about the murder of child star Judith Barsi. And I just want to give some quick content warnings that this case does involve a murder and unaliving of oneself. It also involves spousal abuse, child murder, so as well as alcoholism. And so if any of those things are triggering to you, please click out of this video now. Also, my storage on my phone sucks, so this case and every other case will be multi-parters. Isn't that fun? What's not fun is this case. Let's get into it. Judith Ava Barsi was born on June 6, 1978 to parents Joseph and Maria Barsi. Now, Judith was a happy child, to say the least. So, you know what? Before we get into Judith and her life, let's go back and talk about the lives of Joseph and Maria. Now, Joseph and Maria Barsi were both Hungarian immigrants, and who escaped from Hungary to the United States, and specifically California, due to some, I don't recall all the details, but that's basically what happened. So Joseph and Maria meet because Joseph happens to go into the bar that Maria, it's not a bar. I think was it a bar or a restaurant? I don't. The details are all kind of flimsy, so I'm not really sure. But Joseph Barsi went to the restaurant or the bar, wherever it was that Maria was working at the time. They fell in love, and he was known for, and Joseph was known for paying bills, like paying for things with like large $100 bills worth of cash, and Maria automatically took a fancy to him. Like, it was love at first sight for her, for him too. So they fell in love very quickly. They quickly married, and a year after they were married, their daughter, Judith, was born. Need to prepare myself for these next few parts because, shit about to go down. So, back to the timeline with Judith Ava Barsi. Now, not much is known about Judith's early childhood, like her like toddler years and stuff. So we're gonna skip through that because most of the case happens the big case starts when she's like 5. So Maria always had a dream of also, by the way, I'm sorry I'm all over the place. This video is not scripted. This is off the top of my head, just because I know this case so well. But without a script, I'm kind of all over the place, so sorry about that. So Maria always had a dream of becoming an actress. However, that dream didn't end up happening due to probably the fact of like personal stuff and like that. So she wanted Judith to become an actress. So Maria was training Judith on all these things and how to have good posture, stuff like that. And let me tell you, Judith was never forced to do any of this stuff. In fact, she actually enjoyed doing it. So one day, and her dream of becoming an actress soon took flight. Because one day, when Judith and Maria were at a skating rink, like what the a producer, I think it was, for a commercial, decided to saw Judith like skating around on the ice on the rink, and he's like, I want you for a commercial. So of course Judith and Maria accepted. Like, this is what she had wanted to do her entire life. This is what Maria wanted Judith to do since really forever. So they go down there, they tape up this commercial. She does really good, by the way. Like, let me tell you, Judith was such an amazing actress. Like, even for being as young as she was. And she's gone on to star into some role. And even though you don't, again, all over the place. And even though you probably don't know her name, you probably know her roles, specifically her voice roles, such as Anne Marie from All Dogs Go to Heaven, as well as Ducky from the Land Before Time series, which honestly is one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. If not my favorite, is The Land Before Time. And it has been since I was a childhood. So, like, way before I heard about this case. That's going to do it for this part. In part 2, we are going to get into some of the more disturbing stuff, to say the least. That's all I'm going to say now. Hope everyone... I don't want to say hope everybody enjoyed, because this is about murder, so... I don't know what to say here. What? I don't know what to say here. Also, make sure you subscribe for when part 2 comes up. Also, if you're listening on Spotify, have a great day. Bye, guys.